Welcome to mollyflix. Today we explore the iconic 1966 spaghetti western film, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Before we begin, support us by subscribing for more content on your favorite movies. In a desolate ghost town during the American Civil War, bandit Tuco Ramirez, infamously known as the Ugly, narrowly shoots his way past three relentless bounty hunters in pursuit of his freedom. Managing to gun down two adversaries, Tuco leaves the third badly wounded. In a distant corner of the country, Angel Eyes, a man known as the Bad, is interrogating former soldier Stevens, Antonio Casas, about the whereabouts of a missing individual named Jackson. Jackson has adopted the alias Bill Carson and possesses a cache of stolen Confederate gold. Following a brutal interrogation, Angel Eyes mercilessly eliminates Stevens and his eldest son, but not before Stevens strikes a deal with Angel Eyes, offering payment to kill Angel Eyes' employer, another ex-soldier named Baker. Later, Angel Eyes collects his fee for Stevens' killing from Baker, and then cunningly turns the tables, taking Baker's life as well. Meanwhile, amidst his escape through the barren desert, Tuco encounters a group of bounty hunters eager to apprehend him. However, their plans are thwarted by the arrival of Blondie, the Good, a lone, enigmatic gunslinger who swiftly outdraws the hunters. Initially relieved, Tuco's joy turns to fury when Blondie betrays him and delivers him to local authorities for the $2,000 reward. Hours later, as Tuco awaits his impending execution, Blondie unexpectedly returns and frees Tuco by shooting the execution rope. The two later rendezvous to split the reward money, unveiling their devious scheme to profit from Tuco's bounty. With Tuco's bounty now at $3,000, they repeat their plan in another town. But Blondie, tired of Tuco's constant complaints about their profit-sharing arrangement, abandons him in the desert, keeping all the money for himself. Enraged, Tuco manages to reach another town where he rearms himself with a revolver. Determined to exact revenge, Tuco recruits three outlaws to assist him in killing Blondie. Just as the trio infiltrates Blondie's room, Blondie swiftly shoots and kills all three of them. However, much to Blondie's surprise, Tuco emerges through the back window, aiming his gun at Blondie and taking him captive. Seeking vengeance, Tuco prepares to kill Blondie by forcing him to place a makeshift noose around his neck. As Tuco is about to enact his deadly plan, a cannonball suddenly strikes the hotel, obliterating the room and granting Blondie a narrow escape. After a relentless pursuit, Tuco manages to capture Blondie using the same scheme but with another partner. This time, Tuco doesn't let Blondie shoot the rope, resulting in the tragic death of Shorty. Tuco then forces Blondie to march across the unforgiving desert. When Blondie eventually collapses from dehydration and heat exhaustion, Tuco prepares to end his life. However, the arrival of a runaway ambulance carriage on the horizon halts his plan. As they investigate the carriage, they find the bodies of dead soldiers and a mortally wounded Bill Carson, who reveals that $200,000 worth of stolen Confederate gold is hidden in a grave at Sad Hill Cemetery. Unfortunately, Carson falls unconscious before naming the specific grave. Upon Tuco's return with water, he finds Carson dead and Blondie slumped against the carriage, having learned the name on the grave from Carson. Now, both Tuco and Blondie possess half of the secret to the treasure's location, forcing them to work together as neither can claim the gold alone. Disguised as Confederate soldiers, Tuco takes Blondie to a Catholic mission run by his older brother, Father Pablo. Here, Tuco nurses Blondie back to health, and they prepare to embark on their journey once more. As they leave the mission, still in disguise, they unexpectedly cross paths with a group of Union soldiers, mistaking them for Confederates due to the thick layers of gray dust covering their uniforms. Captured by the Union soldiers, Tuco and Blondie find themselves being marched to a Union prison camp. At the camp, Corporal Wallace conducts a roll call, and Tuco responds for Bill Carson, catching the attention of Angel Eyes, who is now disguised as a Union sergeant. Intrigued, Angel Eyes has Wallace brutally beat and torture Tuco to reveal Sad Hill Cemetery as the location of the hidden gold. However, Tuco also admits that only Blondie knows the specific grave where the treasure is buried. Realizing that Blondie would not easily give up the information, Angel Eyes proposes to take Tuco's place in the partnership to recover the gold. Blondie accepts the offer and sets out with Angel Eyes and his posse. Meanwhile, Tuco manages to escape while being transported to his execution by train, eliminating Corporal Wallace in the process. We then see Angel Eyes' gang, including Blondie, entering a town in the midst of a chaotic evacuation due to relentless artillery fire. Oblivious to the danger, Tuco wanders through the ruined town, unaware that he is being tracked by the surviving bounty hunter from the film's opening scene. Despite being ambushed while taking a bath in an abandoned building, Tuco manages to shoot and kill the bounty hunter.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Drawn by the gunshot, Blondie discovers Tuco and informs him of Angel Eyes' role in the unfolding events. Tuco and Blondie rekindle their previous partnership and begin stalking through the devastated town, taking out Angel Eyes' henchmen along the way. Eventually, they discover that Angel Eyes has evaded them and left behind a mocking note. Tuco and Blondie navigate their way to Sad Hill Cemetery, only to discover that the path is obstructed by large Union and Confederate forces separated by a narrow bridge. As both sides prepare to engage in battle, they realize that neither side has been ordered to destroy the bridge. Blondie and Tuco deduce that if the bridge were demolished, these idiots would go somewhere else to fight. With this in mind, they wire the bridge with dynamite. During this endeavor, the two men exchange crucial information. Tuco reveals Sad Hill Cemetery as the gold's resting place, while Blondie shares that the name on the grave is Arch Stanton. After setting the explosive charges, Blondie and Tuco take cover as the bridge explodes, and the two armies resume their violent conflict. The next morning, with both Confederate and Union soldiers gone, Tuco seizes the opportunity to abandon Blondie, who paused to tend to a dying young Confederate soldier, and retrieve the gold for himself at the cemetery. Frantically scouring the vast expanse of makeshift tombstones and grave markers, Tuco ultimately locates Arch Stanton's grave. As Tuco digs for the treasure, Blondie appears, donning his signature poncho, and nonchalantly tosses him a shovel. A second later, both are taken aback by the sudden arrival of Angel Eyes, who menacingly holds them at gunpoint. In a dramatic turn of events, Blondie kicks open Stanton's grave, unveiling only a skeleton. Proclaiming that he alone knows the genuine name of the grave containing the gold, Blondie inscribes it on a rock in the heart of the graveyard, and asserts to Tuco and Angel Eyes that $200,000 is a lot of money. We're going to have to earn it. The trio engage in an intense Mexican standoff in the circular heart of the cemetery, their eyes locked as they weigh potential alliances and imminent dangers. In a sudden flurry of action, they draw their guns. Blondie swiftly shoots Angel Eyes, who, in a last-ditch attempt, tries to shoot Blondie while he's down, but is shot once more by Blondie and tumbles into an open grave, lifeless. Tuco, on the other hand, tries to shoot Angel Eyes as well, but discovers that Blondie had surreptitiously unloaded his gun the night before. Blondie directs Tuco to the grave marked Unknown, adjacent to Arch Stanton's, and as Tuco frantically digs, he's ecstatic to uncover bags of gold within. His joy, however, is short-lived as he turns to face Blondie and finds himself staring down the barrel of a noose, a taste of his own medicine for what Tuco had previously done to Blondie. Seeking retribution, Blondie compels Tuco to stand precariously atop a grave marker and secures the noose around his neck, binding Tuco's hands before riding off with his share of the gold. As Tuco desperately screams for mercy, Blondie's silhouette reappears on the horizon, rifle poised in Tuco's direction. In a final act echoing their previous partnership, Blondie fires a single shot, severing the noose rope, causing Tuco to drop face-first onto his share of the gold. Blondie offers a satisfied smile and rides off into the distance, leaving Tuco with his gold but no horse. Cursing and enraged, Tuco hurls insults after Blondie's departing figure. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe for more content like this, and don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated. Thank you for watching.